Have you ever wondered how the police force came to be? Now it's easy to think that police officers have existed since the beginning of civilization, as exemplified by President John F. Kennedy's proclamation dedicating the week of May 15 as National Police Week, where he lauded the role in safeguarding Americans since the nation's inception. However, contrary to popular belief, the police force is a relatively recent development, emerging from evolving ideas of public order shaped by economic and political forces. Before that, there were night guards, who served to guard communities from external threats. And it wasn't until the Industrial Revolution that Sir Robert Peel came up with the idea of policing. So how did we get from night watch to deploying sophisticated AI and drones that track our every move? Join us as we delve into the history and evolution of policing, uncovering the roots of law enforcement, and exploring its future in our societies. And without much ado, let's get started. Origins of modern policing. Our story begins in the bustling city-states of the ancient Mesopotamia, where the earliest forms of organized policing emerged. These early guardians were tasked with protecting the community from internal and external threats, safeguarding the granaries of pharaonic Egypt, and patrolling the marketplaces of Babylon, a fundamental aspect of governance that has continued to evolve in today's modern culture and cities. In Mesopotamia, the concept of law enforcement was tightly linked to the Code of Laws, the most famous being the Code of Hammurabi, which detailed severe punishments for crimes, emphasizing the importance of law in daily life. Officers, known as Agazi, patrolled the streets enforcing these laws, their roles crucial in maintaining the civil order that the rulers of the city-states demanded. Similarly, in ancient Egypt, the Magi, originally a desert scout group, evolved into what could be considered one of the earliest policing bodies. The primary role shifted from guarding royal and sacred precincts to enforcing laws and apprehending criminals across the kingdom. These men were the pharaoh's tool for maintaining control and order. Now, a little bit later in history in ancient Rome, we encounter the vigiles, who were tasked with protecting the city from fire and also had the authority to arrest thieves and other criminals. Their role in the community was multifaceted, combining firefighting duties with night watch and law enforcement, a testament to the increasingly complex society that required increasingly sophisticated approaches to law and order. The leap to more recognizable forms of modern policing began in earnest with the Industrial Revolution, which brought about profound social changes, particularly in urban settings. The rising population density in cities like London created new challenges in maintaining public order, making traditional methods of community oversight less effective. It was in this environment that Sir Robert Peel, then the Home Secretary of the United Kingdom, saw the need for a new kind of public safety organization. In 1829, Peel established the Metropolitan Police Service in London, making the birth of the first modern and organized police force. Known affectionately as Bobbies, after Robert Peel, this new force was revolutionary. It was the first to be funded by the central government, the first to wear uniforms and official badges, and the first to be armed only with batons. Their primary function was not just to apprehend criminals, but to act as a visible deterrent to crime, patrolling areas and interacting with the public to maintain order proactively. Peel's principles of law enforcement, commonly known as the Peelian principles, outlined that the power of the police comes from the public approval of their existence, actions, and behavior, and that the maintenance of public favor involves a ready offering of individual sacrifice. These principles also emphasize that the use of physical force and compulsion should be a last resort, prioritizing prevention over punitive measures. The establishment of London's Metropolitan Police inspired similar formations around the world, fundamentally transforming the landscape of law enforcement globally. Cities across Europe and Americas began establishing their own organized police forces, each adapting Peel's model to local conditions and needs. Evolution of police forces worldwide. Now, as policing concepts spread from their modern inception in 19th century London, different countries molded these ideas to fit their unique contexts, creating a diverse global tapestry of law enforcement methods and philosophies. In the United States, the development of police forces took a distinctly different path from that of their European counterparts. The first publicly funded, organized police force in America was created in Boston in 1838, followed by New York City in 1945, and then other major cities. Unlike the community-based model initiated by Sir Robert Peel in the UK, early American policing was heavily influenced by the need to control increasing numbers of immigrants and the maintenance of slave patrols in southern states. These factors introduced a level of militarization and enforcement that was distinct in its approach and often marred by systemic racial biases. As urbanization increased during the Industrial Revolution, so did America's reliance on police forces to manage the resulting social disorders and labor unrest. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw the rise of police unions and the introduction of police technologies such as fingerprinting and later radio systems. The professionalization of the police, advocated by leaders like August Vollmer in the early 20th century, promoted education, preventive methods, and ethical conduct in policing, although it took decades for these ideas to be widely adopted. Europe, on the other hand, saw varied policing evolutions, often influenced by the nature of state power and political upheavals. For instance, the French police system, established as a centralized force under Napoleon, was designed to maintain government control and public order through a top-down approach. This model contrasted with the more decentralized systems in place in parts of Germany, where local municipalities had greater control over their police forces until the rise of nationalistic ideologies, which centralized power during various periods of the 20th century. In the Nordic countries, the development of police forces emphasized transparency, accountability, and community integration, reflecting their democratic governance structures and societal norms prioritizing social welfare. These countries are often cited for the low rates of police violence and high public trust in law enforcement, illustrating how deeply policing is influenced by broader societal values and expectations. While the seed of modern policing may have been planted in London in 1829, the branches have grown in many directions, influenced by local needs, historical contingencies, and cultural contexts. Each region's approach to policing reflects a balance between maintaining order and respecting the rights of the population, a balance that is continually being negotiated. As we ventured into the 21st century, the challenges facing police forces worldwide increase, involving issues of globalization, technological change, and transnational crime, among others. These challenges necessitated not only a rethinking of the strategies and tools of policing, but also a profound understanding of the historical and cultural contexts in which these forces operate. Technological and methodological advances. Due to the dramatic transformation of technological and methodological advances of the past century, policing has changed, and it has not only enhanced the effectiveness of law enforcement, but has also reshaped the very strategies that define modern policing. From the inception of forensic science to the integration of cutting-edge communication technology and data analysis, each innovation has played a crucial role in evolving the police work. Today, even the integration of mobile computing and the internet has further enhanced the police database. Officers equipped with tablets and smartphones can access a wide array of data in real time, from criminal databases and surveillance footage to real-time analytics of crime patterns. Police departments around the world now utilize predictive policing models that analyze vast amounts of data to forecast where crimes are likely to occur. This method allows for more efficient allocation of resources and has been credited with reducing crime rates in several metropolitan areas. Beyond these technological advances, methodological innovations have also reshaped policing strategies. Community policing, which emerged as a popular strategy in the late 20th century, focuses on building ties and working closely with community members. By fostering a more cooperative environment between the police and the public, this approach aims to enhance trust and make law enforcement more effective. This strategy contrasts sharply with the broken windows theory of the 1980s, which advocated for the strict enforcement of minor crimes to prevent more serious ones. The use of non-lethal weapons such as tasers and pepper spray has also changed how officers handle confrontations. These tools provide officers with alternatives to lethal force, aiming to reduce casualties and fatalities during police engagements. However, these technologies are not without controversy, as debates continue over their use and the implications for civil liberties. On the horizon, new technologies such as artificial intelligence and machine learning are poised to further influence policing methods. AI-driven facial recognition software is already being used in some areas to identify suspects quickly, though it raises significant ethical and privacy concerns. Similarly, body-worn cameras have become a crucial tool in modern policing, providing transparency and a clear record of police-public encounters. The introduction of robotic systems such as DigiDog Police, used by police in New York, is also on the rise. This four-legged robot, designed to navigate challenging terrains and provide real-time surveillance, represents a leap forward in using robotics in policing. DigiDog and similar technologies can enter environments deemed too dangerous for human officers, gather critical information during incidents, and potentially save lives without risking additional personnel. But while these technologies promise greater efficiency and safety, they also bring a reduction in human officers on the streets. This is why the increasing use of AI and surveillance technologies raises significant concerns about privacy and civil liberties. As policing becomes more automated, the risk of dehumanizing law enforcement could also grow. The human element of policing, empathy, discretion, and community interaction remains crucial. Technology should enhance these human qualities, not replace them. There is a delicate balance between enhancing security and maintaining the public's trust and the rights to privacy and freedom. Effective oversight and clear regulations are essential to ensure these tools are used responsibly and ethically, which, after watching Code 8 Part 2, you can never be sure that they will not be abused in the future. So now, what are your thoughts on the ever-evolving role of law enforcement? Are you intrigued by how technology will shape the future of policing? Share your views in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this deep dive. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content like this.